things to do, and all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked and the Utes will kick it away first. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. They limit that return. The Wolfpack offense comes out to get things started in this one. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Here comes the heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and look for room. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Utah's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like, you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Cooper. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12. Every single
strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Utes in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Utes line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Pulled and finds his man on the left. Turning it on! Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give on the option. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. At the 35, he's got room. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Handoff from the shotgun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. NC State with a 1st and 10 here. They go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Makes the catch. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, NC State. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive. No more than that. The Utes headed quickly to the line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Under fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And how about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
And the Utes will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. Creates a little room. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Turns it on in midfield. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. From the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've been running it, but now the pass. That's caught. It's Schultz. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. They'll have to get it to the 37 on 3rd down. To the ground with the back. Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on 4th down. The offense is going to stay on the field. They'll take a pass on the 55-yard field goal attempt. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. They'll run it from the gun. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. He's got his man, makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0.
Nice job by this defense, stringing along the option, not letting him make a decision right away, and that's why they could corral to the football, get him on the ground, and make sure that option didn't get a big gain.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. The short hands, it's Cox. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Utes will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Cradles it at the 35. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Got it behind the line. It's Schultz. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. NC State has to come up with a big play on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. He'll pull it down. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. And the Utes will hustle to the line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. They want to throw it. Rushes on him. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. The defender got a little desperate there. Grabbed, held, and the offense will take the penalty. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. A lot of urgency for this offense. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. From the gun, running back on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Avant. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They punt it away on 4th down. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the
Turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He'll keep it himself. And that ball is live in the backfield. How in the world did the offense retain possession? The Utes racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Breaks into the open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. He's going to take off. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. The Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Pressure coming. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Pulls and throws out the RPO. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. He wants to throw it. Get it out on the screen. He's out past the 35. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Power football with the run. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. NC State a lot of freedom to do anything here on 2nd and inches. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Soft spot in the middle. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Off the RPO, complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Now on 1st down from the 28. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Got it in the middle, it's Schultz. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's a nice end to this 1st half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun 1st half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas in Carter Finley Stadium.
North Carolina State will kick it off to open the 3rd quarter. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. They really need to find a way to generate some offense here, having fallen behind 13-zip. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Finds his man in the middle. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. And the Utes want to crank the tempo. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
You have to imagine the game plan in the 2nd half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
The Utes will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down. That's caught. It's Schultz.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
The give to the back. Got room to work. There he goes. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Bringing the heat. Got enough space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Diving for the end zone, and they knock it out. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. Out of the end zone. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Quick release on the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Utes decide to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The pull and throw off the RPO. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. He'll sneak it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, North Carolina State! And the beatdown has ensued.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Ohio State is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners like Eddie George and Archie Griffin in the pantheon of greats in Columbus. They're trailing by just 4 to Northwestern. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The play action fake. Got a man in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Quarterback on the keeper. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains. The Utes are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Still looking, on the move. Turning it on. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. On the option, he'll toss it. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6. And the Utes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Here's the pressure. Took a shot as he threw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes!
And finally, man, this offense, they have struggled all day. They've been shut out all game. Finally put a drive together, got some points on the board, got some good mojo. Maybe they can take this into next week. I know it's been a bad day, but sometimes these type of things can carry over.
And he puts through the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab on the left.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Showing the arm strength down the left side. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Punt is on its way. He'll take it on the return. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. To the air on first down. Looking down the middle. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Wants to throw again. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th. Fires one high and deep. He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah!
As quarterbacks, you want to find your best matchup in these critical 4th downs. He found it and took a shot, and it paid off. Huge touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. They marched 56 yards to the end zone. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll run it again. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. From Wants to pass. Made a defender miss. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. From the gun to give, looking for room. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. With the catch, it's Avant.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. Quick completion to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Utes want to pick up the tempo.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. NC State now operating from the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Touchdown, NC State! And the route is on. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. UCF pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Knights did. One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's got his man across the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a 1st down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the 4th quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. The quarterback takes a knee. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football